Hello everyone, welcome to Yoon Kim Entertainment. This is a channel where I talk about and show you what I do on my free time, and this is a video on how to play 13 part 5 tricks to win. Now I'm going to be talking about 6 different tricks and tips. So to begin, I'm just going to be talking to you about 3 observations. Observation number 1 is pregame. You have to know who you're playing with and how they play. If you're playing for money especially, this is very important. You have to know how the experienced player plays. If he's aggressive at start or very safe playing or stuff like that. The experienced person, somewhat experienced, in the middle, and the new person. The new person is a wild card. He doesn't know how he's playing, so he's going to throw down whatever he can, whatever possible. And that's going to always throw you off balance. And there's a difference between how you play with newbies than how you play with pros. Pros is more predictable. You know that they're going to end strong. They have the best cards at the end. They sometimes gamble out by playing all their strong cards in the up front in the start, and having the weak cards at the end. You know, they're predictable. But the newbies aren't predictable. So you have to really adjust how you play. You have to know how their thinking process is before you start gambling with them. So know your pre-game. And second observation is the during game. During game, so you already know the pre-game. You know how they play. You just have to make sure that they are playing the way they used to play. You know, if the play style is the same, they play the two of hearts, and they usually always play straights. Now you know the during game. Now you can predict the outcome of the game. You don't always have to win. Your objective is not to always win, but to get rid of as much cards as you can. So you have to always keep that in mind. And the third observation is the end game. The end game is confirming how they play. You know how they play now. You've seen how they play. You've felt how they were playing while you were playing with them. And making sure that they play the way that they usually play. If they played a little bit differently, you have to ask them, like, why did you do that? What's your thinking process? Why were you doing this? Why were you doing that? You know, they'll talk to you about their advice. You know, advice is given, and you can. This might seem a lot of work, but if you want to make $1,000 by playing 20 minutes a day within a school year, that's a powerful thing. And I'm sure if I was in school right now, I would be making much more money. So, end game, pre-game, during game, end game. You have to master those 3. And the next is confidence. Have confidence that there's a difference between a new person and a pro person. A pro person is always confident that he's going to win. He can bully the new person into losing all the time. And this isn't my theory. It's just what I've tested, and it worked. A new person doesn't really know what he's doing, so he's going to throw down whatever he can. But you can intimidate him and make him play all his best cards up front, and he's going to have crappy cards at the end. You will always win. I guarantee it. Be able to intimidate, be able to control your opponent, and stuff like that. And the next point, the 5th point, is know your mission and wait. Like I said before, your objective is to get rid of your cards, as many cards as you can, reduce how much you lose, or increase how much you win. You have to know how these people play. That's the main important thing, because if you know that when this person plays 2, he has a giant straight, just cut that 2 and you will ruin him. And once you win, this person wins next, this person wins next, he still has that giant straight, and all that dollar per card will be your winnings. So know your mission and wait is know what you're going for each game. if your opponent usually plays this way, but he suddenly played this way, then something's up. He's trying to pull something cheesy on me. You have to counter him right away, and don't be afraid to wait. If you have 13 cards and you're trying to wait for that perfect opportunity, sometimes it's bad and sometimes it's good. It's a gamble. You know, it'll go one way or the other. You have the perfect cards. If someone plays a double, you will downright sure win if someone plays a double, but everyone plays a straight, and you just have to keep holding that double. You know, you really can't do anything about it. So if you lose $13, it's okay. Know when to lose and know when to win. That's the main thing here. And I just want to talk about foul plays. As much as foul plays are really frowned upon, but you really have to do it sometimes. If you really want to win, you have to master the art of foul play. So I'll just give you an example. You know, let's say these cards are out here. And so, you know, let's say this is my hand, 5, 6, 7, I don't have an 8, but I have a 9 and 10, and I see an 8, and I don't want this card. So what I will do is, I'll just do this. I'll first put that like this. I'll do this, drop it, and then push it towards the limit a little bit. Now you can't even know that I just put down that card. And that's what's called a drop. And what's called a pickup is, now I need the 8. So you first, you know, if the 8's all the way over here, you want to first like scatter it, trying to look for, oh, if is a 2 played, is a 10 played. Oh, alright. And make sure you're watching your opponents. Put that card aligned in your position, and just pick it up slowly. And you really want to observe your opponents while you're doing this, making sure no one's watching. And you know, sometimes you'll be caught, sometimes you won't. Most of the times you won't if you really master it. I've did this about, you know, a couple of hundred times, and I've been only caught 2 times. And it's one of those things. But in order to win, you just have to do foul play sometimes, and you play that too. No one can beat it. You play that straight and you win. Foul plays are necessary. And another thing I want to talk to you about tricks to win is the last thing with the foul plays is stacker. Stacking is basically you're shuffling. You know, you're the best shuffler. You have to really know how to shuffle, because most of the times your friends aren't going to really know how to shuffle, and they're going to ask you to shuffle. So when you shuffle, you have the cards in your possession. You know, when you're the best shuffler, you're really going to know what to do. I know it's been a while since I started shuffling, but you know, you can really take the best cards for yourself. So let's say, you know, there's a 2 right here. Now you were shuffling, and then you see the 2. You start dealing your opponents out. Now 2 is at the end, so it will go onto this pile, but I'm over here. So what you want to do is, you know, you're a master dealer. You know how to deal. You start switching it up a little bit, and they won't even know the difference. And I guarantee you, if you can master this art, you will always have the best cards. And I know it's foul play, but you're still making money. You're still making $1,000 in, you know, a year by playing 13 for 20 minutes a day. And I guarantee you, just master these steps, master these tips, master the 3 observations: pre-games, during game, end game, and the confidence, knowing your mission, and foul plays. And I guarantee you, you will make a lot of money. But thanks for watching. Thanks for watching the 13 series. I know it was a little bit poor quality, maybe I could say. If you want me to remake it, please leave a comment section below. Leave a comment in this comment section below. And if you have any questions, if I didn't go over something, if you have, you know, issues that you had with your friend and you're trying to get like a secondhand opinion, you know, feel free to give me a shout. If you have recommendations on something, if you want me to figure out why this is what. And also, you know, there are some extra tips that I didn't really talk to you guys about. I'll just make that in the next video real quick.